everybody, welcome back to Hermione Rose Create and Make, and today we are making our colour changing bath bombs and our multicoloured bath bombs. So I have made a few here already just to give you an idea of what we're going to make. So this one here in the blue and pink range is our swirly multicoloured bath bomb. I made a couple of those, and then I made a couple of our colour changing bath bomb. Now with these ones I use the SLSA, and that will give it a bubbling effect. So I want to give you a quick show of what it is going to do. So if I just move those ones out of the way, I will use this one. So let's just hope this works. So I'm popping the bath bomb in, and you can see the fizzing and the bubbling coming out. Oh my goodness, it's going to go over the bowl. That's going to be awkward. Okay, so can you see? So this is the bubble effect that you'll get from the SLSA. And then underneath you can see that it's gone from pink to purple, and that is the colour changing bit. So there's your science. That is a little bit awkward. So I'm just going to try and clean that up a little bit. Okay. So if you are using your bath bombs at home, I do suggest you put them in a bath and not in a bowl like I have just done, because now this is going to go all over the floor. But can you see there's some pink and there is some blue? And then obviously that's how we've got the water changing purple. So that is how the colour changing has happened. That looks so cool. Okay, so now that I have made a lovely mess, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So you're going to need your everything you've got in your kits, and let's have a look. So for this one you do need 2 bowls. So if you haven't got another bowl, grab one quick, and then I'll get all the ingredients out. So we need 2 bowls for our colour changing bath bombs, and then from your kit you'll need your citric acid, your sodium bicarbonate, optional your SLSA. So if you add that, you'll get the bubbling effect that we just saw, and if you don't add that, you'll get the fizzing effect that you would have done with normal bath bombs. You can use this in your multicoloured bath bombs that we're going to make today, or we can use this when we make our bubbling bath fizz. So if you use this already, you won't be able to use it for your bubbling bath fizz, just to bear that in mind. Okay, but it is very cool. You're also going to need your moulds, your 2 colours, your oil cap, your fragrance, with your gloves, you can put them on now, and your lollipop stick, and that's going to make the swirl. So once you've got everything you need, pop your box away and let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to put on our gloves. If you do have trouble with your gloves and you do not want to wear them, it's absolutely fine. You might find the colour might stain your hands a little bit. It's a cosmetic colouring, so it will come off at the end of the day. Or you could just pop it on for the mixing bit and then take the gloves off when you're moulding. So if you do struggle with the gloves on, you do not need to wear them if you don't want to. None of the ingredients are going to hurt you. Okay, so I've got my gloves on, and the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of my bowls. We're going to mix all the dry ingredients. Now, it doesn't matter which order you open your bags, but we've got our sodium bicarbonate, our citric acid, and our optional SLSA. When you use this will make you cough, so please don't panic. It's very fine powder, so sometimes you'll cough when we mix it up. Okay, so I'm going to start off opening my sodium bicarbonate. Remember, pulling from the top and popping it open, and empty the whole bag into your bowl. Now, because I'm going to add the SLSA, I'm just going to make a slight well by pushing the sides of the sodium bicarbonate away from the middle to empty my SLSA. Just pour it into the centre, and then you're going to add your citric acid on top of it. That's just going to prevent, when you mix it, you starting to cough. Okay, so we're going to pull open the citric acid. And again, if you're not adding the SLSA, just add your citric acid in. Okay, so now that we've got all the dry ingredients in the bowl, using our hands, we're going to mix it all up and making sure we got all the lumps and bumps out so it's a nice smooth mixture. And my hair's in it. Okay, so give it a good stir. Okay, until you can feel that it's completely combined. So when you first play with it, you might feel it's a little bit scratchy and a little bit cold, the two different ingredients, but by mixing it in, the whole mixture starts to feel the same. Okay. Okay, so once you've got all the lumps out, just pop that to the side, and we're going to mix our oil and fragrance. So get your measuring cup. We're going to pop in just slightly over 5 mils of oil. So again, if you lift up your cup, you can see the 5 is there, so just slightly above it. Okay, if you can see roughly how much I put in. Okay. And then we're going to add in our fragrance. So this time we're going to add in 20 drops of fragrance. So again, just tip it upside down and let the air go up and the drops come out, and then count to 20. Okay. So I'll just let you catch up. So we're going to put the oil in just above the 5 and then 20 drops of fragrance. Okay, once we have done that, we're now going to mix this into our bowl. You don't need to make a well, you're just going to pour it in and start to stir it. Now as I'm stirring, I'm now starting to squeeze the mixture between my hands so I can get that oil and fragrance combined with the dry powder. And you'll start to feel the powder starts being a little bit damp and clumping up slightly, which is exactly what you want. You don't need it too damp though, so don't panic if it feels quite dry. And hopefully you've got a lovely fragrance coming out now of what you've chosen. Okay, so when your mixture is completely combined and it's just looking a little bit clumpy, can't really tell to be honest, just a little bit. It doesn't need to stick together. We're now going to split the ingredients into the second bowl. So you're going to roughly split into half. It does not need to be accurate, but you have 2 bowls of powder. Okay, in your first bowl, I want you to add one of your colours, and in your second bowl, you're going to add the other colour. So I'm going to pop the pink over here. I'm going to start off with my blue. So what you're going to do is just opening up your colour, just squirt some colour in, and then just mix it in. So it will fizz when you squirt it in, but that's absolutely fine. And then I want you to squeeze the mixture and turning it around and making sure that all those bits are popping out of colour. So if you see spots of colour, keep mixing it. And the trick is you can rub it together like this and the colour will burst out. Okay, so we need to squeeze the mixture together, and it needs to shake like in a ball and then drop and not break. So when I squeeze my mixture now, I can't do this. Okay, and I'm squeezing it in my hands, and when I drop it, it is breaking in my bowl. So I'm going to add in a bit more colour. Okay. And I'm going to mix that all back in again. So the consistency we're looking for this one is that we can squeeze a ball in our hand, drop it in, and it doesn't break. Okay. And if it does, just add a little bit more water, a little bit more colour, because that's got your water in. So once you're ready, just pop it to the side, and we're going to do exactly the same with the other colour. If you haven't finished, just pause the video now, catch up, and then move on to the next stage. Okay, so we're here adding in the second colour, so mine's pink. So again, I'm just squirting it in, and now I'm going to mix it. And with these ones, you should get nice bright colours. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so once it's mixed up, make sure it's sticking together. So a little more. You don't want any spots of colour. So if you can see spots in your mixture, you've got to keep mixing it and getting that colour out, okay? So there we go. And it's not broken in my bowl. So the consistency we're looking for is your wet sand consistency. Once you have got to that consistency, you have to stop mixing because we don't want to dry out or over mix. So once you know you're there, the colour's evenly distributed, it's sticking together into a lump in your bowl, you are ready. So we've got a nice evenly coloured and lumpy consistency. It looks a bit like kinetic sand or wet sand. So we're going to, first of all, make our secret colour bath bomb. So for the secret colour bath bomb, you do need to have the small moulds and either your medium mould or your large mould, depending on what size bath bomb you want to make. So I'm going to make these ones because you can make more, so that's the medium size. And I'm going to scoop up some mixture. So squeezing it in my hand, popping it into my mould. And again, the other side, squeezing it in my hand, popping it in. I have a mountain, make sure there's lots of product in there. And then I'm going to squeeze the two together. And making sure you get that little rim, that little ring around it. So the two sides are not touching, but you can see a nice ring. Okay, and then just tap it. Take off one side, pop it on this worktop, and take off the hat. Okay, and then do exactly the same with the other colour. So I'm going to pop my pink in. So I'm squeezing it in my hand, popping it into the mould, making sure the mould's nice and full. It's sticking together like a ball. I'm going to push it together. So this one, I've got a very small rim, a little bit that side, but hardly anything that side. So I'm just going to take off the lid, scoop a bit of mixture into the lid, like so. So it's just half full, and then just squeeze it on top. And now I have a rim all the way around. Okay, pat it each side, take off the top, pop it down and take off the lid. Okay, so we're going to leave those to dry a little bit, and while we're leaving those to dry, we're going to make our multicoloured bath bomb. So with this one, you're going to put some mixture into your mould and some of the other ones. So I'm just pouring it in, I've not squeezed it tight, and then I'm going to get my lollipop stick and I'm going to give it a swirl. So just turn it round, don't worry if any mixture falls out, and then pick one of your colours, squeeze it in your hand, pop it in and make your mountain. And then I'll do exactly the same with the other side. So I've got some blue at the bottom, I'm adding in my pink on the top, so it's nearly full, and I'm going to swirl it with my stick, and this time I'm going to add the blue to make my mountain. Okay, now I'm going to do this over here because some of it's going to fall out, but that's fine, so I'll pick it up afterwards. But you're going to squeeze it together, get your ring all the way around and pat it. And then we got our gorgeous swirly bath bomb. So I'm going to leave that there. Now I have spilt some off on the side, and I've done that on purpose because I don't want these two bowls to be mixed yet, because now we're going to make our secret bath bomb. So picking up one of your colours, I want you to sprinkle a little bit in the bottom so it's half full, and then pick the opposite colour that you've already made and push that into the middle like so. And then you're just going to pick up your mixture and you're just going to sprinkle it around so it goes fills in all around the edges. So it looks like a little egg, little nest. So can you see all the way around I've got the powder. Pop that on the side or in your bowl. And then with the other side, just fill it up with your mixture. Now we don't want to squeeze it this time, we just want to pop it in because we're going to have to fit this in it. So it's a little bit of a mountain. I'm going to push it over like that and I'm going to squeeze the two sides together. Okay, so you'll get your rim and then pat it. And then you've got your secret coloured bath bomb. Okay, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the other colour. So sprinkle some pink at the bottom, like so. Pop in your other colour, like a nest. Sprinkle the mixture all around the edges to fill in the gap. And these bath bombs are really good. I make the Harry Potter sorting houses with these. So what I would do is I would choose the inside colour to be the house I want it to be. So I'm Hufflepuff, so I would put a yellow one in the middle. And then the outside, I just use, make it white, so you can't see. And then what happens when you pop it in the bath, you can then see what house you're in. So that's a really good one. If you want to make it for friends, say you know somebody's pregnant having a baby, you could do a colour one, so it could be pink for girl, blue for boy, or yellow for I don't know. Or my Christmas bath bombs, my naughty and nice bath bombs, which are good fun. So you can make it green if they're nice and red or black if they're naughty. So there's loads, with the colour changing ones, you can have so much fun with them. So I filled it up, I've squeezed it together. I didn't have enough mixture around the edges, so I just scooped some in and just topped it up. So you can see my rim. Sorry, there we go, you can see my rim. Okay, pat it. And then just tip it upside down. And then you've got your two colour changing. So remember I spilt some mixture on the side. I'm going to scoop that into my bowl now. And with the rest, I'm going to sprinkle them together. So now, I combine the two mixtures, just give it a little stir, and then you're going to squeeze it, pick it up, pop it into your mould, and again with the other side, so squeeze it, pop it down into your mould, and then just push the two together. So again, on this one you can see the two sides are touching, so I'm going to lift up the one, scoop some mixture in, and then just put it back on top and push back down, just to get that in. So if the sides touch, what you'll find is when you open the bath bomb mould, it will look like you've got a bath bomb, but you'll find it looks very grainy, or it might just look like it's not solid enough. What will happen is it will crumble and break, so it's really important that you fill up your mixture and you get that rim, and it's got to feel hard to push. You've got to push it and it feels hard. If you can push it down even more, then just scoop up the mixture and just pop some more in, okay? And just keep doing that until it feels really hard. If you're finding you are struggling and it is breaking each time you make them, then squeeze the mixture in your hand before you put it into the mould, just to start getting it to stick together. It might be that you're popping it in like this, and that puts in a lot of air, so you end up not having enough mixture. But there we go, I've got my 4 bath bombs. And then whatever mixture you have left, so I have cleaning up my workspace, I've got a little bit there, pop that in your bag, and when you pop it in the bath, oh dear, I'm an accident waiting to having this, when you pop it in the bath, you will see a rainbow effect. You can't really see that. You'll get a nice rainbow, can you see the rainbow spotted bubble bath? Okay, so guys, I really hope you enjoyed making your bath bombs. If you are making them, go to our Facebook page or Instagram, Hermione Rose Parties, and pop pictures of what you've made. We'd love to see what you're doing. Have a great afternoon, and we will catch up with you soon. Thank you for watching.